So it seems to me the doctors at my wife's hospital, I think, want her to die. Look, that's just my opinion. I have the right to my opinion, right? Because I've done a lot of homework and I found this drug. Like, let me tell you what their argument was. Okay. Their argument is Rich, this is the oncologist. Well, the surgeon, the neurologist doesn't want to do surgery. But the oncologist is like, I can't do chemotherapy directly into your wife's brain, okay, because it'll kill her. She's got an obstruction in the brain, okay. We need to do something less invasive. I found a way. There's a drug, okay, chemotherapy drug, that if given through the IV, it's strong enough that it actually crosses and reaches the blood, brain barrier. And in the specific type of cancer that my wife has, which is the brain and the spinal cancer, and the HER2, the origin was breast cancer that metastasized to the brain and spinal cord, being its HER2. This treatment has shown amazing, promise. It has saved people's lives. Like the cancer my wife has, if left untreated, you're gonna die basically in about 2 months. That's why she's pretty much finished. She's on a ventilator right now, pretty much gone. Just not responding, gone, not opening her eyes anymore, really. Completely at the end stages. Why is this happening? Because this has to be treated immediately. Now, you might say, why aren't you getting her the F out of there? Because she's not in a condition. This is what people don't understand. I've heard other people, they were talking about that HIFU, which is that high frequency ultrasound. I mentioned that to the doctors, by the way. The type of cancer she has, that's not really the treatment. It does remove certain tumors from the brain, but she has so many tumors. It's a really challenging treatment. But what I found, okay, this drug, you want to look it up? What is it? T-, XDD. Okay, look it up. You can look it up. I believe that's what it is. I got to look it up. No, it's D. Let me correct myself. T-DXD. I said it wrong. So let me say that again. T dash capital D capital X D. You look this up. It has showed revolutionary. Again, I'm not a doctor. I got to watch what I say in these videos. Look, what I'm saying is based on just my opinion and based on things I'm reading. It is not medical advice. Let me be clear. I do not have, in any way, shape, or form, I am not a doctor. I don't have any medical experience. And nothing I am saying should be taken as medical advice. Everything I'm saying is just my own opinion for entertainment purposes only. But from what I've read, it has great promise in treating the type of cancer that my wife has, at least in my opinion, and for what I read. Again, this is not medical advice. But at the same time, why not try it? Why not try it? She is a candidate. She's got the HER2. You know what I mean? She's got this particular cancer that this has shown amazing promise. They don't want to do it. They keep saying the same thing. Oh, she's not a candidate. She's too critical. She's too this, she's too that. I'm like, she's critical, you effing Mama Luke piece of shit, because you're not treating her. That's why she's critical. It's like, I feel like telling this guy, it's like if you fell off a friggin' mountain, you understand? Or whatever, bridge, and you friggin', you landed, 200 feet, you need help. He's like, if I just leave you, they're probably going to drown. You're probably going to die. You need treat her. Oh, my God. It's just very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. But that's where I'm at. She's comfortable. I know you say, what about hospice? She's in like a hospice situation. People don't understand. They got her on heavy sedation. She is heavily sedated. Okay? She's totally calm. She is totally relaxed. She's got her own private room. She's got a beautiful, comfortable bed. She's got oxygen support. She's like, right now is like very similar to a hospice. People don't understand. The only difference, hospice, they would just take her off maybe the oxygen support, give her morphine, and just give her a little bit of oxygen and let her pass. But ultimately, she's in a very, very relaxed state. She's not in pain. She's not in discomfort. Because people say this to me all the time. I would never make my wife suffer. Never. I love it too much, okay? But these effing doctors don't want to treat her. They just don't want to treat her. It is really, really frustrating. So We are going through this is the most difficult time in our lives. It's the most difficult time of my children's life. And people don't understand. Like, I get these psychopaths. They're like, why are you taking your kids out? Why are you eating? You know, I do this segment. It's called emotional eating. Guys, when you're dealing with the hardest time in your life and your children are dealing with the hardest time, you got to do whatever you could do to keep it together. You got to do whatever you could do to put a smile on your kids' faces. You got to do whatever you could do to keep your mind busy. Because if not, you're going to lose it. Okay? So all these haters who don't understand that, I don't care. Okay? I have a service. I think it's a beautiful service. It's called the Thank You Song. Anybody who would be kind enough in their heart to give a very small entertainment tip to help our family at our greatest time of need. This is like the most devastating, heartbreaking, sad, emotional, difficult, complete chaos time in our life. Okay? We would really appreciate the support, okay? Very small entertainment tip on my Cash App. That my Cash App is like my piano bar jar. That's the $ RichardLevoi. There is no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. It's the $ Richard, RichArD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, O as in Oreo, I as in Idaho. Once again, my Cash App, any small, could be $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever you could do. God bless you. Okay? The $ RichardLevoi. $ is the Cash App. RichArD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, O as in Oreo, I as in Idaho. Once I receive that small entertainment tip, I will record a short video for you. I will compose a beautiful piano piece. It's going to be a jazz, blues, instrumental piano piece just for you, just for your good deed. I call it the Thank You Song. So please consider that. God bless you. God bless your family. And please keep my wife in your prayers.